Let's go get it.
We having that shit with your ad dropping out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts till you up that jury and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny to my young. When don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. If it one thing I want, but it can't go by. Trying to put seat wheels on the railroad. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady duck and clown. We chasing meals so we can put that cap and gown. We're all over what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. At about the 23-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Wilson. Open man right side is Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Fournette, a first down carry. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first week. Little ambitious that he wants to hit that 200 mark.
Had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Right back to him on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And a dump off to White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. The Jaguars getting set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're right where they're sitting. A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. Certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now Brady throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
220, wide 20, go.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Gorman will run it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
We go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Hold 50.
To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out. And are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now on first down. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
4 inch.
Again, it's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd probably hit him with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Brady. And this one's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady again. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Gallman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rashawn Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good first down call. The screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Completion left side to Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field.
Yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Michelle on the counter, fighting through. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's caught out left by Perriman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Gallman. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Hey, Bolt 66.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Right. Go. Go.
From the gun, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Marshall. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make So they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Telvin Smith in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
From the gun, Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Brady. Throwing deep here for Coleman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Marshall. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Oh, some strong running. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold him to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. To Michelle on the dump off. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
One play at a time now.
On 1st down, Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Let's go. Wait. Sugar.
Brady now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. This is Marshall, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.